Hey there everyone, this is Yui. Welcome to episode 7 of FTB Academy. Today, as you can tell, we're getting further into Astral Sorcery, so we can use some of his things to fight the Wither. So, let's get to it. So, there's a bunch of stuff to cover. I did a lot of grinding between episodes. You'll see these little blue crystals here, so let's start there first. These are the celestial rock crystals, which are basically a better version of the regular rock crystal. So to make those, all you need to do is get a bucket of liquid starlight, which I've expanded to 3 wells for now. You put it down, you take off your magnet ring so it doesn't mess stuff up, and you just toss in the crystal and the dust, and you'll see the little blue particle effects. And then after just 30 seconds to a minute or so, it's going to turn into a little cluster like this. Let's see. You can do it. Go ahead. Maybe. Takes a little bit, and there it goes. So now this has a ton of different stages. So this one's a little farther along. It goes a little farther along. So if you're not sure when it's done, let's see, do I have any done ones here? This one, right here. These two are done. So you can see the little white specks coming off of them. That's how you know they're done. And all you do is you just take your pickaxe and you mine it. And you'll get usually 2 stardust back. And you'll get 1 of the celestial crystals with a random purity, size, and cutting. So it does not matter which rock crystal you use to begin with, because it's going to come out random. Now, what you do with those is you grind them up. Best way to do that is just take a bucket of starlight, you put it down, you grab your highest purity one. I already have some. We'll just take this one that I got, which isn't bad. I know I have better. But, so you take the highest purity, and what you do is you throw it in the starlight. It will take a while, and after, I don't know, a minute or so, it's going to absorb this starlight and grow in size. Let's see if I can find one here. Once it reaches size 900, that means you can keep throwing it in the starlight, and it will have a chance to double. So you'll get 2 crystals, but they can have a higher purity. So if you do that enough times, you can get these perfect celestial crystals. It takes a lot of grinding. You just keep throwing it in there. So that's why if you start with something with a purity of, I started with 94 and I got 100 right off the bat when it split. Then you just grind that up to max size, throw it in your cutting stone to raise the cutting to 100, and then you throw it back in the starlight to get the size back up, because grinding it down will reduce the size to increase the cutting. Alright, so the main thing we want today is the Illumination Wand. So we're going to need to get a resonating gem, which means we're getting into Starlite Infusing today. And see, it just ate up the starlight. And so now its size is just a little higher. And once that gets to 900, it will have a chance to double. It doesn't do it all the time. Anyways, let's start with Starlite Infuser. I already have all the stuff. It's just star metal and then a bunch of marble, 2 gems, and 2 pieces of gold. And some starlight. So let's make that. I made the hardened upgrade kit, so this can hold 80 buckets now instead of, what is it, 32? Turns out it was a quest, but that's alright. The recipe is very simple. This one. Just Invar and bronze and redstone. Alright. Now that we got the infuser, what was this one for? This is for the table, I think. Yeah. We're not ready for that yet, but we're getting there. Inside your book. So if you go into, say, the wrong area, you can scroll out, get back, or you can just simply go to the Constellations tab and then click back on research, and it'll bring you back. So if you mess up going to the wrong chapter, it's a quicker way. Anyways, in the book, it's going to show you the multi-block structure that we need to make this work. I have all the parts here. So this is going to be 7 by 7 by 7. It's going to be cube. Well, from here to the top is 7. So we fill in the bottom part here with marble. This is where the liquid starlight's going to rest on. The outside, I believe the outside is the arc stuff. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, arcs here and up top. Why did it say? Where's the rune? Oh, that's got to be in the middle here. 8 plus 4, yeah. Alright, so we'll do that first. So take your rune, we'll go around the lapis, and we'll go in the 4 corners here. Outside, we have the arc. Then it is, what's up here? Should just be 2 pillars. Right, let's double check. 2 pillars, then the chiseled. And then more of the arc stuff, which goes like that. Ooh. It's a little harder if you build it above ground, like you're probably supposed to, but it'll work here. Or it should work here, we'll find out. There we go. And lastly, we need the infuser. Well, actually, lastly, we need all the starlight. I'm just gonna, these are all done, right? Yep. Since we're probably gonna update the altar today too, we'll just move the starlight bucket for now. For the tank. And there's a skeleton outside, getting murdered. Killed by the sun. Alright, so when you use this contraption, let's grab some gems. As that's what we need. We need gems. And we just need to right click it, I believe. And it'll start infusing. So when this finishes, it has a chance, or it seems to be a pretty high chance, to consume 1 or more of these buckets of starlight. So if you're having trouble seeing, like it just ate this one here in the corner. Right, no, it didn't. In the middle it ate. And they look all good. So if you're having trouble seeing it, you can actually put pieces of carpet above it, and whichever one breaks is the one that you need to replace. So we need to make 1, 5, and I want one of these. So just 5. 5 will do it. So I'll be back in a second once I make all 5 of them up. And we're back. I lied, we need 9 of them because I want to make a floating crystal as well. So let's... Actually, I think we can make that now. Yes. Let's take a good crystal. We need 4 illumination powder. And 4 of the gems. And a bucket of starlight. This one. Oh, and dust. Oh, does it have to be attuned? Alright, I guess we'll attune it later, so we'll do that later. What about this one? Can we make this? 4 rune, 2 dust. Yes, let's make this. This is a cheaty amulet. Oh, I keep missing everything. I thought I had rune. Here we go. We'll just use it up. And that. Shifting star. Ah, no. Alright. I guess we're not making much of anything. Because it's daytime. So before we make another cut, I've been doing a lot of grinding. And by grinding, I mean running around. So this is my current skill tree. I'm not sure where I'm going to put the last, 11 points. I started Visio, came down, and then up into the middle here. This will get you the 3 additional perks, and then I put one into this, Avitus, which gives you health and damage by building stuff, or experience for building stuff. That doesn't really give you that much, but it's the health I wanted, which I brought out to get more health all the way down to here. I'm looking at maybe getting... Where is it? There's a hunger one. A reduced hunger. Somewhere near the start here. This one reduces need for food. I was thinking about getting the spectral wings. I'm not sure yet where I'm going to go. But overall, it gives me reach, movement speed, a lot of life, and some dodge chance. Which, as you can see, my health bar is now 2 full bars plus an extra heart and a half. Anyways, we'll be back in a moment when it's nighttime and I can craft again. And we're back. It is now nighttime, so we can craft the shifting star. Now, what this will do is it'll reset your perks if you use it. It will also reset your level, so be careful. So if you just pick the wrong thing, then feel free to use it. What do we get? Oh, we get another constellation. These are our sub-constellations. You can't attune yourself to them, but you can attune items to them, like the crystals. Alright. That was for star, which I want for... Oh. Dang it. Whatever. Forget it. Let's see, what do we need for this? Crystals and 2 rune. We'll just use regular crystals this way so it doesn't get used up. Dust. Yeah. Illumination powder, sure. Like the wand. Okay. 2 crystals. Don't use your celestial crystals for this. And now this is basically a lighting things up wand. But it's a little bit more than that too. Let's see, take this. I think there's a quest that gives illumination powder. There. I want that. And we really should just make the altar while we can. No. Dang it. I don't think I can slash home. Oh yeah, I can. Do this real quick. I need an ender pearl. And blaze rod. Or not blaze rod, blaze powder. Whatever it is. I need it. Gold I have. Anything else? No, that's it. Let's fly back. So the other thing I did right above the drawers there, you can see it. There's an ender chest. Oh, we can turn that off now. And a little machine. That ender chest is right here. It is just blaze rods, ender pearl, obsidian, wool, and a chest. That will have 3 colors on the top as buttons, which you can use to link to a bag. As you can see, this one's just white, 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 which is the generic one. So if I open this bag, it links to that chest. So if I get anything, none of this is linked to those drawers, but if I put stuff in this bag, I can access it from that chest, and I can hopper stuff out or extract things out from that chest and put it into storage directly. So it's a way of accessing or dumping items when you're on the go. This, I want that. Gold and string. Gosh dang it. There's a spider outside. Piece of flax, anything. What do we got? Not you, zombie. Yeah, no. Alright. I'll be back in a second. And we're back. I found a spider. But I have my gem here. All you gotta do is, I believe you just toss it in there. There we go. And that will attune to, well, Visio. Hopefully that'll work just fine. This is gonna take forever too. Oh, look at that, that's cool. Oh wait, skeleton. That's pretty bright. And it's done. And there's something coming. No, there's not. Give me that. Alright, well, let's go craft this stuff. We needed... I think I have everything, right? Finally? Yes. Good. This is the Cheaty Pendant, which will give you boost to random stuff, so you might have to make more than one, or respec it, or any of the above. Right, and then iridescent altar. No, I want the crystal next. Or it's daytime. Thank you. I'll look at it in a second. This started. Alright, so it randomly picks stuff. Oh, that's pretty lame. Yeah, that's a bad one. So what that means is if I have efficiency on any tool and I am using that tool, it will gain 2 levels, even past its maximum cap of, what is it, 5 or something? I don't use efficiency because I use Tinker's tools usually. Alright, so we got our floating crystal. We'll use that next episode. And then we're gonna have to remake this pendant because it's bad. So remaking it's a lot cheaper. It's just 1 gem, 2 dust, and a bucket. So let's do that real quick, I guess. Getting distracted. Start you up. And then we'll make the altar here. Yeah, let's do that. This can be a bad one. Yeah. Yeah, what do we need here? We need runes. We need 8 of those. That we need this and 4 gems. All right, that should be good. I grab the chisel. So much junk. So much junk. Where's that bag? Real quick, we get rid of string, zombie flesh, that. Good enough. Good's enough. Alright, we need... There. Oh, it's gonna be too late now. It is. Oh well. That's fine. Let's put this away for now. And a bucket. We can do that. This will be for later, so I'm going to put that in my bag. Oh yeah, I also upgraded the backpacks. I made a satchel. A satchel can hold the backpacks, so it's kind of like stacking inventories up. Be careful not to let your NBT data get too big, so don't do too much nesting or you can corrupt your save. Right, so then... Well, that's fine. Let's just get into the next part, which is shooting the skeleton first. The whole reason that we need this Illumination Wand. So normally you can't fight the Wither by trapping them in, building blocks around them, but with Astral Sorcery's help you can do exactly that. So what I'm going to do is build a 3x5 with a hole here. I'm going to dig this block out here and replace it with obsidian. This is going to be the standing side. This is where you'll stand. So what you could do is you could take your wand and shift right click each of these blocks. If you notice on the experience bar, there is a bar that keeps going up and down. So if you can't right click, you just got to wait for a second. It recharges really fast. So what that does is it makes these blocks light sources basically. But it also, if you check the not that. It's, or is it in constellations? It is. There you go. Can reinforce them to withstand almost any amount of damage. So that's what we're using them for. I tested this out in my creative test world and it worked, so we'll see if it works in survival. This one can be there. So we have 2, we need 1 more. So for this one, you're going to leave a hole in the back here. This will be so you have access to place the heads down. And then we're going to go all the way across. But we're going to, well, because we're not going to have access to these from the outside. We'll do it that way. Oh, I'm out of obsidian. I guess we'll just take a little back. And this is slow. Actually, maybe we can use something else. We'll see if that works. I didn't test it with cobble, so this might end up biting me, but we'll find out. This needs to be 2 layers thick, though, on the top. And then I'm just going to light them all up, and I'll be back in a second once I do. And we're back. It's a little hard to see them, because they're very see-through, but it's built up, and they're there. So now, we should just be able to take our soul sand. Looking in here, we're going to go 3 across. Put it there, and then we got to go on the back side. And so we can place in the heads. And then you run. Because he's going to blow up. And hopefully this doesn't screw me over. Yeah. So now we can... Noisy! go. That's how you cheese the wither with help of Astral Sorcery. So we needed that nether star for next episode, which is why we're doing Astral Sorcery this episode. Alright, so I guess we'll finish up this episode by crafting, so I'll be back again when it's nighttime. That way we can finish up our altar and be in a decent spot. So see you in a second. And we're back. It just turned night. So let's craft this up. I went ahead and put in the additions for the next tier, but this floating crystal here might mess stuff up, so we'll find out. I might have to drop everything down a level, because this next table has its own crystal that appears. So we'll see if it messes stuff up. Look at the pretty sparkles. Take this off. There we go. Oh, it's up there. We'll see. Oh, it looks like it's okay. So this lets you... I haven't played too much at this tier, but it lets you do stuff with the constellations and crafting. We might make a mantle with it. I'm not sure. But before that, let's... or, well, we're probably not going to do that now. Let's respec and see what we get. Hopefully something good. If not, then I'll probably grind it out between episodes. Oh, see, that's okay. That's +1 to all enchantments. I'll keep that for now. I'll probably just make a separate one. Anyways, that's about it for this episode then. So next we'll get into Botania. That way, after that, we can get into... what do you call it? The Twilight Forest. There we go. So... if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.